What's up? So I'm going to look specifically right now at one aspect of the transits, that being today, May 22nd, about 10:30 in the morning, that being Pluto in Capricorn trining the Sun and Mercury in Gemini. So really, if we're looking ahead, like just what it is right now, the Sun and Mercury in Gemini in the 11th house. The 11th house is Aquarius ruled. It rules personal liberation, freedom, rebellion, like big shifting, awakening, shaking up energies. So by our self-expression, particularly with our words, we are liberating ourselves and the collective. This is making a harmonious aspect of the trine to Pluto in Capricorn. This is ruling our liberation through our transformation. And that's in the 6th house of health, physiology, physical body. So there can be a theme of like, do you got to get back to working out? Do you got to start doing yoga? You just got to start sweating every day. That's been coming up for me a lot too. So through communicating and being strong and healthy in body, we're going to find this transformation and liberation. This is all fine and good until, it's all fine and good, but then Monday, tomorrow, they're still trining all day today. They're trining, and then tomorrow, tonight, Mercury moves into Taurus. So when Mercury goes into Taurus, I think we're going to see that communication ground itself. Basically, we can really have power to speak and act things into existence now. That's something to me that I think this is really big. And I don't know if other astrologers are talking about this right now, but to me that's really big. And it moves into the 5th house, which is self-expression. It's Leo ruled. It's the flamboyant out there expression of yourself. It's the 6 of Wands. It's the recognition. So that's kind of how you're going to be showing up in the world. So I would say be mindful to the changes that you are being called to make to be strong in your life at this particular moment. Moving forward, we'll just go into the next, that's 10:30 tonight when Mercury moves into Taurus. Going forward, look, we have Saturn in Aquarius. Right now, we have Saturn in Aquarius. Saturn in Aquarius is really it's there for a long time. I don't know how long it's in a sign, but Saturn in Aquarius is learning the discipline of higher knowledge, of learning. Could be in school right now, and you could be shaping your mind to think in certain frameworks. That is squaring our self-expression a little bit. So it's doing this dance. Don't let it oppose it. Don't let your quest for knowledge oppose your spirituality and your self-expression. It's trining it's squaring the nodes too. So don't let your obsession with your destiny and where you're going, or also your past and your shadow that you've moved out of, get in the way of here and now, and growth in new perspectives and thinking in new ways. Because that is how you will expand. That is how Jupiter and Aries will manifest, because it is making this aspect to it's not doing much with Jupiter. What is it making a sextile with? It's making a sextile with Venus and Aries. So, pretty much like your seeking of beauty. Could be a little bit about intimate relationships, love, but like pretty much your divine feminine, your seeking of beauty is working together with your higher knowledge. So by learning, by growing in knowledge, in where you feel called, where you feel inspired, you're going to have to implement the discipline to go down that route. But you're really supported. Your Venus in Aries is supporting that. Yeah, I mean, those are the biggest things right now. Uranus and Taurus, that's always wonderful. That's in your house of career, and your place in the world. So like, you're gonna be, you will be, if you're not already, in a place where you can really express who you are through your career, through however you bring money into the world, or how it's not so much money. Money's more like first, second house. It's more like 10th house. It's like your place in the community, in the intellectual community, in whatever type of community. But it's your place in the world. It's your status, I guess. Sometimes that has to do with career. It's not necessarily directly how you make money. There's not much going on in the money realm right now. I think we're moving away from traditional, this is just my intuition, I think we're moving away from like traditional money outlooks and how we have to make money. And it's gonna be something entirely new as we move forward. Yeah, we still have Chiron in Aries, Jupiter in Aries, so we're still healing full force. And our relationships, Venus in Aries, our relationships are going to, sometimes they'll be professional relationships because they're in the 10th house, but our relationships are going to play a part in how we heal. And they're going to be like our professional relationships. They're going to reflect back to us things that we need to look at in ourselves. And then with Chiron in the 9th house, we're really being called outside of ourselves to gain higher perspectives, wisdom, different perspectives, to travel. Sometimes it's physical travel. Sometimes it's like travel outside of your consciousness zone, into something new, see what it's like, explore. Yeah, Mars and Neptune and Pisces are also in that zone of philosophy, perspective, travel, 9th house ruled by Sagittarius. So we're going deep and we're going full force, and we're looking for new territory to explore within ourselves, and it's going to manifest collectively. Yeah. And then also with the moon in Aquarius at this current moment, your emotions will support you deeply to study, to grow in knowledge. That's all I got. That's all I got right now. One more thing I will say is that the Saturn and the moon being in the 8th house, which is Scorpio ruled, that means we're kind of looking at like our fears. We're kind of looking at things that were taboo to us. We're kind of looking at like the strange things in life. It can be shadow stuff coming up, and it's up to us to emotionally go into it fully and do the work there. The Saturn in Aquarius, do the work there. But it's a big time of transformation. I think the biggest thing in this chart today is your Pluto in Capricorn trining Mercury and the Sun in Gemini. So Pluto in Capricorn means in the 6th house, we're going to focus on physical health. We're going to transform our physical bodies, physical health. We got to make new habits. We need to take care of our physical vessel so that our spirit can manifest in it fully. And in the 11th house of personal liberation, through our self-expression and through our communication, we will find that liberation. So anyway, I will leave it at that. Work on the transformation, whatever you feel called to. Anyway, love and blessings. I'm out.